Alright, this is going to be a intro to polygon modeling in Maya. We'll start out, I'll give you a little brief explanation of the windows. This is the menu setup. You want to be on Polygon. I only really use Maya for polygon modeling. It has some other great attributes and tools, but for the most part I find polygon modeling to be its strength for me, for what I do with it. Save frequent, just save whenever you need to. Um, Save multiple variations because you're using polygons. It's not going to eat up a lot of hard drive space, so save lots of variations of what you're working on. Okay, most of the time when I'm working on something, unless it's very complicated, I'll start with a cube. And so we'll just there's a cube right there. Alright, so how do you move the cube? A lot of programs are using W, E, and R to manipulate things. Maya's same. You can move it all around, rotate it, and scale it. So we'll scale this bad boy up so we can see it. And now that we have a cube, we will do a little editing to it. If you right click, you'll get this menu that pops up. You have to be over an object for it to pop up, or you'll get this. If you don't have anything selected or you're not over something, that's what you'll get. When you're over something, you get this. So you want to go to object mode, and when you're trying to pick an object, you want to be in object mode. If you're trying to pick edges, you want to be in edge mode. Vertexes are points, face mode, whatever. Don't really use face mode a lot. Usually it's edges or vertexes. I do some UV editing inside Maya. We'll get to that later. So object mode for now. So when in object mode, you're going to have three options when it comes to viewing it. You're going to have smoothness level 1, which is what you're viewing right now. 2, which allows you to see the outline of 1, and the smoothness level of 3. And that's your 3. So all of a sudden this becomes an odd sphere. And the reason why it's a sphere is it's not defined very well. It only has the 6 sides to it, and they're all single polygons. So let's add some edges. And as I go through, you'll see me use different tools. This is my custom bar, custom right here. And each of these different tools that I've found that I use a lot, especially this one, which is save current scene, because I have a tendency to forget a save, and so I'm always clicking on that to save my scene. So right now we're going to add some edges to this, and we'll get into why you'll always want to have 4 sides to your polygon, and how to use 3-sided polygons or 5-sided, well, I guess it's not a 3-sided polygon, a triangle, or a 5-sided surface to your advantage. There are times that you can actually use those type of things to your advantage when you're trying to get a very smooth transition. So for right now, we're going to add some edges to this to see how adding edges will define this better. Just going to add a couple edge loops. And another little shortcut is if you hit Q, it'll exit the tool. If you hit G, it uses the last tool again. So, okay, so now that we have this, we have some edges on this. I'm going to hit 3, which is smooth, and now you'll see that where I added polygons, we have a much more defined corner. And when there aren't very many polygons, it's still very rounded. And you can move these polygon or these edge loops in by using the slide tool and move each one of these in. There you go. And now when I hit 3, it'll be very, very crisp. And that's that.